Hey y'all, it's Tasia back with another video. On this channel, we tell it how it is. I tell it how it is. So let's tell it how it is. Now make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and hit that post bell notification so you never miss a video from me and join the family. I really appreciate y'all being here and y'all know I love y'all. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about Ayesha Curry. Now I heard this lady said she be having a hard time not cheating on Steph Curry. And that's crazy to me because what you talking about? What you mean? What you yapping? What's coming out of that cheesecake eater mouth of yours, ma'am? What you mean you having a hard time staying loyal to him? I'm confused. You out your mind or you out your rocker? You got this man who making all this money, and we don't hear about no scandals from Steph Curry unless they really just keeping it under wraps. But that's crazy. What you talking about? So we're going to get into some of these clips on what she's talking about, how she feel about him, and I'm going to come back with my commentary. So let's get into it.
Real life, Ayesha Curry is the perfect example is that a bitch can have everything in the fucking world and it's still not enough. The greatest example of that. Gang, you told all of us. I didn't want to be married, I didn't want kids, I thought I was going to be the career-driven woman. Steph wasn't my type, and I thought he was going to be a basketball coach. Once you found out that nigga was going to the league, bitch, you took the opportunity. That's what this is. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, you see all the attention that these other bitches is getting and all this stuff like that, and you want to be just like them. Disrespecting your husband on these podcasts, like he wasn't my type, all that extra shit. Nobody forced you to be a wife, nobody forced you to be a mom. You could have did whatever you wanted to do, but you saw that come up and you took it. Now all you do is embarrass your fucking husband and want male validation. You want to be a hoe. And all you females talking about, oh, I can relate, I know how she feels, but how? When half y'all ain't been married? Shut up.
Ayesha Curry is putting in maximum effort to let the world know that she is struggling with trying not to cheat on her husband, and because she can just smell an opportunity to embarrass this man, because she gets on every interview telling everybody about just how frustrated she is with his success, how frustrated she is that women desire him.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want. I in the beginning hated it so much. I like did not sign up for that. I also always thought like, I didn't know that he was going to end up playing basketball. Like he said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought I was going to be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know. And so it just like, it was weird. And sports fans are so different than like maybe entertainment world fans. And oftentimes it's like very ruthless. And so I think I wasn't expecting that either. Like one time right after my first was born, she was whiny. So I was like, let me just nurse her in the back seat. And Stefan was putting a bike or something in the trunk. And this woman like opens the car door and she sticks her head in and she's like, I just wanted to see the baby. And I'm like, excuse me. And she looks me dead in my face and goes, oh, honey, you know what you signed up for. And then like shuts the door on me. And I was just crying because I was like postpartum. I was just bawling my eyes out. And I'm like, what?
Y'all, I don't know. It sounds to me like she a little jealous of her husband's success. That's what it sounds like to me. It don't sound to me like she keeps saying, oh, I didn't want to get married. I didn't want kids. I didn't want this stuff. I thought I would be the one out here doing stuff like that. I read a comment that said something about she said she wanted to be an actress or something. But for her to say that she don't get male attention and she's not getting male attention and she's missing that in a sort, and then she's saying how it's hard for her to be faithful. It's just like, what are you talking about? Like, who says this? Ma'am, he needs to leave her or something. Y'all need to get divorced because that don't make sense that this lady is out here embarrassing you like that. Like, what? As a woman, you're not supposed to be saying stuff like that, especially if you're married. You don't need male attention if you're married and you got a husband. You shouldn't even want that. Like, what are we talking about right now? What? You sound crazy. You sound loopy. You sound like you need to be single and not married. You keep saying, oh, I thought I was going to do this. And then it's just like, that lady sounds unhinged, for real. She sounds unhinged. Because what she's saying don't make no sense. I'm not understanding what you talking about. Like, what you saying is unhinged, for real. So let's get into these last clips, and then we're going to come back with my final commentary.
Just when we was forgetting about her, Ayesha Curry is back on social media talking about how she hates Stephen Curry. She was just recently on a podcast and she talked about how she actually never wanted to be married. She never wanted to have kids. And she always saw herself as a career woman, etc., etc. Which, I get it. You know, people have visions for their own life. And when they get in relationships, sometimes they have to compromise. But my thing is, why 10 years later talk about it to the world? I get people need to get stuff off their chest, but it's just a better way of going about it than constantly embarrassing your husband. Like, every time she opened her mouth, she embarrassed this man. And then here come all the women in the comments, oh, she's so brave for saying things that a lot of women want to say. Like, there is a way of discussing things without disrespecting and embarrassing your partner.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying of like you never saw him as something, but I'm
Yeah.
like, when you look back, is there any memory that you're like, maybe there was something or
No, never. I in the beginning hated it so much. I like did not sign up for that. I also always thought like I didn't know that he was going to end up playing basketball. Like he said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought I was going to be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know. I just never thought that.
Okay, there's so much to unpack here, as there usually is when Ayesha gets in front of a mic. Yes, I'm talking about you because you're talking crazy again. Let me make my point. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, Ayesha. I really, really am trying hard. But I don't know, maybe you just become a different person when you get in front of these mics and you start talking out the side of your mouth. But why say any of this? Sometimes you'll hear love stories of people saying, you know, I didn't know what to expect or think in the beginning. It wasn't love at first sight, but eventually they wooed me and they won my heart over. Except with this story, we never heard that part where you said he won your heart over. We just heard the first half, which is very concerning. You said you didn't think much of y'all two or him in high school, and it just was what it was. And you hated when he got to the NBA. And as if that wasn't odd enough, you said, quote unquote, I thought I was going to be the one out here getting it. Why say any of that? How do you think that is going to make Steph Curry feel? Like, be real with us. How would that make you feel? Luckily, you got a good one, and he doesn't try to go tit for tat with you when you be talking crazy about him in the public sphere. Think if the roles were reversed, and you were some supermodel or something, and he was just an average Joe, maybe has a few books out, talks about cooking, and he said, you know what? I didn't think much of her, but a marriage and a few kids later, we're together. I thought I was just going to be racking my body count up because that seemed fun to me. You know, because I think that highly of myself that I just know demand for me was going to be higher than her. But it is what it is, right? Like, just think about that for a second. I feel like at this point, you're trying to take Jada Pinkett Smith's crown for how to disrespect your man or a man. And that's really what it feels like to me. But please, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, like I said. So please help her brother and the rest of the world out.
Me, I'm not about to give her the benefit of the doubt. Because there's nothing to give the benefit of the doubt to. She's saying what she's saying clear as day. And like he said the last video, if the tables were reversed and turned and this man was coming out saying, you know, I really want her like that. And, you know, I just wanted to get my body count up and I just wanted this stuff. All women wouldn't like that. And then he said it's women in the comment section on the other video empowering her and saying, oh, she's so brave. She's this and that. F all of y'all. Because y'all sound crazy. It's always some type of women empowerment going on when a woman is disrespecting her husband or another man. That makes no sense to me. And I don't stand for the man doing it either. But why when a woman comes out, oh, it's empowering, it's this, it's that. And we can get on the topics of women empowering every single thing another woman do. But that's just insane. That's absurd. Because this woman is coming on here talking about how she wants male attention and she craves that and she desires that essentially. and how she ain't getting it, and how she hate that her husband is a basketball star, and she hates that he gets all this attention, and it should have been her being an actress, and she thought she would be the it girl, and she thought she would do what? Why everything that come out of your mouth is crazy, Miss Ayesha Curry, Ayesha, or whatever your name is. Everything that come out of your mouth is pure gibberish and disrespect towards your husband. It don't make sense to me, and it never will. Sorry, not sorry. So no, ain't no benefit of the doubt over here for her. I have just never heard a woman speak like that about her husband, especially one that is of the public eye. And I would love to know what he got to say about it. But he just seemed like he just let her do whatever she want to do and say what she want to say, which is crazy to me. I don't stand for nothing she said. I don't stand for none of that. There's a difference between like, oh, I miss my old life, or I thought my life would be like this. But you just sound like you doing a lot of resentments. You talking a lot of resentment and a lot of jealousy towards your own husband. Y'all are one. Y'all are supposed to be a team. So what's really going on? Can somebody in the comments help me? What's really going on? Because this is weird. But let me know what y'all think about that video and Ayesha Curry essentially hating her husband, Steph Curry, in the comments below. I would love to know what y'all think. I would love to know, because I can't be the only one feeling this way. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another video. Peace.